through the foggy delirium of time between then and now, it's both a miracle and a curse that I'm still here. January 12th was like the last day of my life. What happened to me from one night of MDMA may be one of the most severe, adverse, and life-changing reactions of all time. And I know my story is the exception to the rule, not the rule, I know that. But I also know I'm not alone. I'm not the only one. This platform is full of testimonials from terrified people experiencing lasting insomnia after even a single MDMA use. Here is one among many, here is another, all variations on the same theme. Most of these testimonies tend to be shot down by the vast majority of others who've only had positive MDMA experiences and doubt that the same drug could do so much damage to someone else. Trust me, you can't understand or appreciate this until it happens to you. But through this journey, I've discovered so many lives broken by MDMA, even a single use. I get why accounts like mine get overlooked or downplayed by those who never experience the dark side. Like you, I never thought it would be me. If you look up medical case reports in the NIH literature, you will find countless examples of permanent anxiety disorders and intractable psychosis brought on by single doses of MDMA in people with no prior mental health history, as was the case with me. If you dig into community blogs and research what is called the long-term come-down, LTC, phenomena, there are so many heartbreaking accounts where one night of MDMA created psychological and physical consequences lasting months, years, sometimes forever. What happened to me is exceedingly rare. As Dr. Early at Hopkins Neurology said, my case may represent a 1 in a million odds neurotoxic reaction. But if I had had any idea that I was playing the lottery with my life that night, even at 1 in a billion odds, even at 1 in a trillion, I would have never taken the cap handed to me. I loved my life too much to risk it. Whatever hit my brain transformed it in a way that eventually destroyed me. I can't make sense of why it happened, nor can anyone. I will never find meaning. It's just too crushing. I'll also never know and always wonder what incredible things were just around the corner in my life if I'd only said no when it was handed to me. It's too much to think about now. What I've given up, what I've lost, what will never be. I made the wrong choice and it's over. I can't explain why fate did this. I wasn't perfect by any stretch, but I didn't deserve this. No one does. No one. For 999,999 people out there, this reaction will never occur, and, since the chances are so slim, you'll likely not see this story as a serious one. I would have thought the same as you before it happened to me. Before this happened, I never worried. Didn't know the first thing about medicine, or the brain, or how drugs work. I never went on Reddit. I never stressed about my health. I was living a charmed life and got lucky at every turn. Everything just worked for me and life was good. I was living it. That was me and many of you. I hope all of you. I'm jealous that you're still in that world, the world of the living, the one I had for 43 amazing years. But for that next 1 in a million person out there, I hope my story gives pause before putting chemicals into your brain that might change how it works in ways you can't imagine, reshaping your life and the lives of those on the journey with you. It's just not worth the chance. Life is too precious to gamble toying with this delicate and fragile supercomputer we call the human brain. Our mind is our universe, and when you live in it, it feels like that universe will always be yours, the same as it always was. Just as the sun always rises, we carry the illusion that our mental world is constant, stable, and permanent. I certainly did before that night. But the truth is, we don't understand how the brain works, let alone what can throw off its axis, rotation, and balance for good. So why risk it? I wish I never had this story to tell. I would give up everything to go back in time and drop that cap when it was still in my hand. It's a what-if moment I've replayed as a reel in my mind 10,000 times, and still haunts me every day, what feels like every hour, sometimes every minute. I can't change the past now, but maybe sharing this story makes my journey useful to someone else's future.